Hello, this is Sarah Braasch. Welcome back to my channel. So I want to do a video that is an appeal to Jack Dorsey and Twitter support. I retweeted, I quote tweeted, I commented on your comments tonight about having banned President Trump, still the president, from Twitter, and you claimed that this was because you feared that he would incite further violence after the Capitol riots, the Capitol mob. And I just want to say to you that it's the hypocrisy more than anything that just irritates to no end. And I want to, I'm not going to be hostile. I'm going to try not to be hostile. I mean, I'm sure Jack Dorsey will never see this video. Maybe someone at Twitter support will actually watch this video, but I doubt Jack Dorsey will ever see it. But I just want you to appreciate that you are currently subjecting me to search bans. Why are you doing this? You are currently subjecting me to search bans to silence me. Okay, so you have all of this highfalutin, grandiose language about how you want to further the global conversation, and you want to be as transparent as possible, and you want to not censor, but you want to make sure that people are safe and that there's no violence that takes place, that that people aren't driven to suicide on your platform. So I just want to make clear that you are currently subjecting me to search bans to silence me for telling the truth about the Living or Napping While Black hate crime hoax at Yale, of which I am the entirely innocent victim thereof, but also about the global vilification and defamation campaign that almost got me killed thereafter, and in particular on Twitter. You allowed me, a completely innocent anti-racism Yale grad student, to be relentlessly and just incessantly mobbed to suicide. I can't even tell you how many times I almost killed myself on your platform. And besides the fact that I was very clearly being driven to suicide, you allowed this to happen. You allowed this to happen. Why? Because you deemed me unwoke, and you were allowing blue checkmark public figures whom you have deemed woke to have the correct politics, even though I was a proud social justice warrior at the time, and you allowed them to try to get me killed, drive me to suicide, send me death and rape threats and threats of violence. And not even that, but they were calling for me to be destroyed. They were calling for me to be doxxed. They were doxing me. They were calling for me to be destroyed, disbarred, expelled. They were defaming me. Defamation is not free speech. Of course, threats are not free speech. Free speech, incitement to violence, clear incitement to violence is not free speech. And also, guess what? Defamation is not free speech. And when you defame someone, like Shonda Rhimes did, like Roxane Gay did, like Trevor Noah did, like Joy Reid did, like Whoopi Goldberg did, like Joy Behar did, like The View did, like all of the entire fake news press, New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, NBC News, Washington Post, LA Times, PBS, NPR, AP, USA Today, it doesn't matter. Everyone did it. Everyone did it. When you defame someone as a genocidal villain who lynches black students at Yale via the Yale campus police, according to an illegal video that was taken of me standing in my own doorway at 2 a.m., my isolated Yale dorm room doorway, that was clearly meant to publicly shame me for my mental health disabilities, in which I said and did absolutely nothing racist, and you allowed me to be defamed. Ijeoma Oluo told her 200,000 followers to stalk and harass me in my home, my isolated Yale dorm room, forcing me to flee Yale's campus for my life. I had to flee Yale's campus for my life while I was being taunted by a mob and go immediately into hiding. And for you to say, and of course, when I pointed out to you at the end of 2019 that I was the victim of abuse and harassment, particularly by blue checkmark public figures on your platform, you banned me. You permanently banned me. And I had to fight tooth and nail to get my account back because I do still need it. I still need my Twitter account to save my life, to save my human and civil rights, academic and legal careers. I need it. I need it. And so I fought tooth and nail to get it back. I went to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. I went to the Better Business Bureau. I sent you mountains of evidence that I was innocent of what you were accusing me of. And I finally, after 2 months, got my account back. But I have been repeatedly subjected to ghost bans, to search bans, to reply deboosting. For what? For telling the truth. And in particular, for telling the truth about how you let an untold number of blue checkmark public figures try to drive an entirely innocent anti-racism Yale grad student to suicide on your platform. You allowed that, okay? And you're silencing me right now while you're talking about, should we have banned Trump? Should we not have banned Trump? We're worried about violence. We don't like censorship. You are silencing me right now for telling the truth, for speaking truth to power, because it's really inconvenient for you that I didn't die. It's really inconvenient for you that I didn't kill myself, that Ijeoma Oluo didn't end up being able to get me killed, that Roxane Gay didn't end up driving me to suicide, to actually committing suicide. Do you want to know what the number one comment of woke intersectional feminists to me was on your platform? Telling me that I'm so ugly that I should go hang myself like my dead brother. People sent me emails pretending to be my dead brothers in hell. So I don't want to hear your grandiose and highfalutin language. I want you to stop trying to silence me on your platform in this moment. Right now, I'm being subjected to search bans for telling the truth about the hate crime hoax at Yale, for telling the truth about what the Yale administration did to me, for telling the truth about what the fake news press did to me, for telling the truth about what the moral outrage industry did to me. They almost got me killed. I was wrongfully subjected to a global vilification and defamation campaign that almost got me killed. I was wrongfully subjected to an untold number of mobbings on your platform that almost got me killed, that almost drove me to suicide, including by an untold number of blue checkmark public figures. And you have not sanctioned any of them for what they did to me. You punished me. You're punishing me right now for being the victim of abuse and harassment on your platform. So don't talk to me about how you want to further the global conversation. You want to speak truth to power. Don't talk to me about that, Jack, until you lift the search bans against me and you start sanctioning the people that almost got me killed, the blue checkmark public figures that almost got me killed on your platform. Do you know that you subjected me to ghost bans and search bans when I was fighting tooth and nail to save the lives of the SFA State U girls? And did you sanction Attorney Ben Crump with his blue check mark, who called for them to be doxxed and destroyed immediately on Twitter? Did you sanction Tim Wise with his blue check mark on your platform, who called for the SFA State U girls, some of whom are black children, to be doxxed and destroyed on your platform? And it turned out to be another Living While Black race hoax? They were calling for them to be destroyed. They were calling for the lives of children to be ruined. And you let that happen, and you never sanctioned them. You silenced me when I tried to speak truth to power, and I tried to save the lives of the SFA State U girls. When I told CBS News, when I told AP, when I told NBC News to stop telling disgusting lies about these children, these college girls, some of whom were underage at the time. So, I'm sorry, I'm so upset. I didn't realize I was going to get this upset. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say to you. That's what I wanted to say to you. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop being a lying bigot and fraud. Okay? All right. And if you actually care about someone who almost died on your platform because I was almost canceled, driven to suicide by cancel culture, trial by Twitter without due process, which is destroying our legal system and destroying our society, by the way. So if you want to talk to me, I have a lot of ideas. I'm a game theorist. I'm a social, political, legal philosopher. I work on social institutions. That's what my Yale dissertation is about. So I have a lot of ideas. I'm also a First Amendment attorney. So I have a lot of ideas about how you can improve your platform. I'm a game theorist. I just remember you saying once that you wished that you had had a game theorist on hand when you were developing it initially. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm someone who almost died on your platform, whose life was destroyed on your platform, who was canceled on your platform, who was subjected to trial by Twitter without due process on your platform, whose lifelong human and civil rights, academic and legal careers were destroyed on your platform. So I have a lot of thoughts about how you can improve your platform. So if you want to talk to me about that, I will speak to you about it. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. I'll have all my fundraising links below. Of course, donate to my legal fund at PayPal me or GoFundMe, or to my fabulous attorneys Rendazza Legal Group directly. I'll have all the links below so that I can sue Jack Dorsey and Twitter for what they did to me and everyone else. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for listening. Have a great night. Bye.